See.
Amazing.
Underway. Keenan Carbajal in the white trunks, Leo Santa Cruz in the blue. And you see Carbajal with the size advantage, big height advantage, but this is a step up in class for Carbajal.
Art looks deceptive though with Santa Cruz. He looks like, guy you'd see at the malt shop, and he's a four division champion.
For those who remember a malt shop, I know what you mean, Joe.
It's like when he's coming in the ring and he's so happy, he's like, what's this guy so happy about?
I know. Well, be happy because he's so confident and he loves what he does.
Yeah.
And he is coming off his second pro loss. He lost to Carl Frampton a few years ago, avenged that loss, but then he was knocked out by Gervonta Davis. But that was a classic fight in the making. That was a great fight. Santa Cruz was winning early rounds. We'll flash back to that in just a moment. By the way, he was hit by a low blow earlier in that round where he did get hit cleanly and beautifully by an uppercut. But Santa Cruz was fighting great in that fight.
He was. I think he just went to the well one too many times with the uppercut sitting on the ropes. And, you give a guy 2-3 times to see the same punch, he's going to eventually, respond to it, and that's what Tank did, and that was it.
Yeah, Tank threw that punch a couple times in that fight, and the way he threw it in the last round, that last punch, unbelievable. It's like one of those punches, like a whoa.
It was like a super weapon in a video game.
Yes.
It's like, wait, you can't do that. Well, how come we haven't been throwing this? And Santa Cruz goes to work to the body there and a hook to the head.
This is Santa Cruz. Look, let's face it. The first 4 or 5 rounds against Tank, he was doing really well because he's a really slick boxer. He's just not some guy who's going out there wailing punches. He knows what counters are. He knows how to slip punches, parry punches. He knows where the openings are. He'll double, triple up when he needs to. He's really good.
Right hand after 2 jabs there, Joe. And Carbajal trying to fight off the ropes.
This is a whole new experience for Carbajal.
Yeah, Carbajal's keeping his head straight up. He needs to move it side to side a little bit.
Again, for Santa Cruz to be successful, he's got to let those hands go. And that's a long right hand. Again, their reach is about the same, despite the height advantage for Carbajal. Body shots there by Santa Cruz. Carbajal tries the body. That was blocked.
Yeah, Carbajal's got limited weapons, but what he's got is he's got a pretty darn good left hook. His right hand is a little awkward, but see that left hook right there? He's got a nice short left hook, and that's what he uses. What he doesn't do is he doesn't use it and then follow up with that left hook to the body or a left uppercut. So, there's 3-4 ways you can use that left hand. He only uses it one way.
Santa Cruz out of action a long time. All smiles. Seems to be enjoying himself here in the first round in his return to the ring. That's round 1, and let's go back to Halloween 2020. Blow, you're supposed to get 5 minutes. He took 6 seconds. Ref said, "You ready?" He said, "Sure." He went right back out.
Yeah.
I don't say that's why he got knocked out, but I don't think it helped either.
No, you should take advantage of the rules when they apply, and I agree with you there. But again, a guy like Leo Santa Cruz, he's all about the game. He wants to play it. He doesn't want to play the rules.
Right.
Play the rules. In other words, manipulate them. He just wants to get out there and get back to work, and that's what he did.
Beautiful body shots there by Santa Cruz as we're underway in round 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, you felt that shot for him.
Yeah. It's my pet peeve. They say, "Oh, you have 5 minutes," and then he takes 3 seconds, turns around, and says, "How you doing?" "Well, I guess I'll go."
Right.
Unless you have the wherewithal to say, "No, I think I'm going to take a minute here, ref," which rarely happens. At any rate, I would have hoped to have seen this is the longest layoff of his career. I just hoped we'd see Santa Cruz back in there once his head was clear and everything was good. But he looks good here so far.
Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz is a boxing machine. And you saw that against somebody as talented and big as Tank is. Gervonta Davis, Santa Cruz was really a smooth operator in that fight until the big moment.
Well, and along those lines, Joe, again, he was a champ at 118, 122, 126. Now he's fighting a Tank at 130.
Yeah.
Right? It's a different level. And I think Santa Cruz would be well served to stay at 126, where he is still a belt holder.
That's right. And,
sometimes when you move up into trouble.
Happens all the time.
You're right.
Great fighters. Yeah. You have to be great to be winning the divisions and keep moving up.
Yep.
And Santa Cruz certainly is a great fighter. I had a little trouble with his blonde hair, I would say, Joe. It's kind of like you in the the late 70s. You know, the long blonde hair is just flopping around.
And there's only so much you can move up before somebody like beats you.
Yeah.
Because they're heavy.
Oh, so like
They're
Alexis
stronger.
Arguello going up to Aaron Pryor. Eventually, he's a 3-division champion. He goes up to 140.
Yeah.
Accidental headbutt causes a cut.
Oh boy.
Okay, you all right? Come on, I gotta
Looks
get
like
it done.
Santa Cruz's cut,
You are, you over
obviously,
here. You over here.
and that's
Stay
not
over there.
good.
Let's see where exactly.
Looks like the right eye, maybe in the eyelid. If he's lucky, it's in the eyebrow, not the eyelid.
See the blood trickling down. Try to get a better angle on that. Just on the corner of the eye.
Oh, he's checking vision now.
Take a look at the headbutt as soon as we can, but we're back underway. Here it is as Carvajal's head comes up, just grazing the side of the face and the eye of Leo Santa Cruz.
And you know, Carbajal has that type of style because in the last couple of fights, he's been hitting his head with his opponent. Just the style causes that.
Carbajal trying to fire off the ropes and getting good leverage on those shots as well. Blood is now flowing, so we're officially in a Santa Cruz fight.
Yeah, and Santa Cruz is going to fight probably with a little bit more because he knows that this cut could get bigger and it could be stopped.
10 seconds.
And so he's going to probably put a little bit more effort into it in the next couple rounds.
Good right hand by Santa Cruz. Carbajal fires back. And they will get to work on that cut. Let's go to Heidi Androl. Heidi?
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, we heard Lennox mention the style of Carbajal. You know, he was raised in Phoenix. You see Phoenix on his trunks here today. But his grandfather, Danny Carbajal, who's his trainer, said he's fit to be more pro style. He didn't have a lot of experience in the amateurs. That was by design. He said that, you know, he liked to go in there and drop guys. You don't get a lot of credit for that in the amateurs. So he's got that kind of pro style, and that's what he's showing here tonight. Now, he said his entire career has been like a phoenix rising from the ashes. He's a father. He's got a son named Sonny, and his daughter's name is actually Phoenix. He said this is his home. It embodies who he is, and now he's fighting for the light of his life. Guys?
Heidi, thank you very much. Watch this at the end of the round. Here's that right hand. Kind of at the base of the skull.
Watch the head.
I was joking about the hair briefly, but that's not, you know, at the end of that round, Santa Cruz was wiping the blood and wiping his hair. It is distracting. I remember Boom Boom Mancini having long hair when he came back, and even he was watching tape saying, what am I doing with my hair?
Yeah.
Like, you can't have that flopping in front of your eyes.
Yeah, well,
Shout out to Boom Boom, by the way.
you know, sometimes style is, you know, necessary over substance.
I guess so. Joe, you're Hollywood. I get it. Third round here, and again, Leo Santa Cruz, age 33, looks very good so far in this fight. Keenan Carbajal staying competitive, being outlanded, but he's staying sturdy on his feet.
And a good job by Mario Morales, the cut man for Leo Santa Cruz. He's been around forever, and he did a great job, and I'm sure he'll continue to keep that flow of blood stopped.
Carbajal, you know, is letting Santa Cruz outwork him right now without coming back with any shots.
You know, he's probably, you know, that was it. He finally went from a headshot down to the body with that left hand, and that's his bread and butter right there. But you know, he's got to be a little overwhelmed with the talent of Leo Santa Cruz.
It's a step up, Joe. You're right.
It really is.
It is.
I mean, it's a step up for anybody, but, you know, again, Carbajal has fought mostly in Phoenix. He has won 18 straight. He won 3 fights last year after missing 1 year with the shutdown. A lot of fighters missed a lot of time. This is a big step up in class. He's faced mostly modest competition, and Santa Cruz is not modest in his performance.
A couple of great body shots by Santa Cruz right there, I think, bothered Carbajal pretty much. Yeah,
that's why Carbajal is standing close. You know, I said to Carbajal, what about Santa Cruz, you know, work rate? He said, well, when he punches, he's going to punch with him.
You know, Lennox, too, he goes head-body a lot. That's usually you go the other way around. You move up. He hits up top and goes down frequently.
Well, yeah, because when you touch the head, your hands normally go up, just even if it's an inch or so, to react to the block, and that leaves that quick opening. So it's called a touch and go. You touch the head just to go hard and fast to the body. Usually that elbow comes up, you got a little opening.
That's correct, Joe. I usually call it soft and hard.
Yeah.
Body shot again by Santa Cruz. Carbajal able to answer with his own hook. As Joe, you mentioned his best shot.
Yep.
See the punches landed. Wide discrepancy. Double the shots and then some for Santa Cruz.
Now, you know, let's not fail to mention who the uncle is of Carbajal, Michael Carbajal, the former champion.
They are estranged. They have each put out statements kind of distancing themselves from each other. But they are relatives. That is half. He's listed. Sean Porter disagrees with that height.
Yeah, he thinks he's shorter.
Yes.
Yeah.
5'8" is Sean's listing. Round number 4, Leo Santa Cruz in the blue trunks, former 4-division world champion, Keenan Carbajal in the white. And again, that last name, well known in boxing circles. He is the grandnephew of Michael Carbajal, former world champion and Hall of Famer. Yep. And his trainer Danny is Michael's brother, 16 years older. Michael Carbajal did put out a statement distancing himself from Keenan. It's a long story, it's a dark one, but they're estranged and they're not together.
They aren't, but there's no denying the bloodline there. And Michael Carbajal had those great fights with Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez.
Fantastic fight.
Oh, my God, they were great.
No question, Michael Carbajal. I mentioned, like, you know, great throwbacks from the 80s. That's 80s and 90s, but
well, that was about 90, 91 when I called a few of his fights on TVKO back in the day.
Entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As is Leo Santa Cruz here.
But you're right, late 80s. Late 80s.
Yep. 2 minutes to go here, round number 4. And you wonder if you're Lennox, if you're Santa Cruz or his corner, what are you looking for here tonight? Beyond, hey, let's get a points win. Let's see, keep you loose out there. What else are you looking to accomplish?
Well, if he can get a knockout, you know, definitely get the knockout. You know, he's not paid for overtime, so if the opportunity presents itself, definitely take advantage of it. But what he's really trying to do is obviously establish himself and, you know, go in there and look good and win the fight.
Again, he has a belt. He has a belt at featherweight. Mark Maxayo just won one of the belts as well. Beat Gary Russell Jr.
I see.
Come on. Time. Yeah. He headbutt him again.
Yep.
Accidental headbutt again in the same spot.
In the corner, and Dr. Joseph Heflin, and he's been a ringside physician for 31 years, is checking out that eye. He told me that on his end, it's not worth stopping the fight. But I spoke to Jose Santa Cruz, Leo's brother, and he said that Leo told him he cannot, that like his vision is not straight out of that eye. It's a little blurry, so they're going to keep an eye on that because they said if it gets to the point where he can't see, then they will stop the fight.
Well, they'll go for, again, if it's off a headbutt, as Santa Cruz goes to work now, it'll go to the cards after 4 because it is, as the referee showed and like made a display of Robert Hoyle, and that was from a headbutt, not from a punch. If it was from a punch, it stopped, it's a TKO. But it'll go to the cards if it goes from the headbutt. Look at these shots from Santa Cruz, beautiful work again. This round is relatively close, 14-12 punches landed. So Carbajal getting a fair shake in this round. It's a nice long jab from Carbajal. Santa Cruz has to dodge it, and he does, slips nicely, but got to be aware of it.
I'm sure Santa Cruz wants to get this fight over with if he possibly could, because he doesn't, you know, Carbajal's style, he's going to lean in with that head, and it's probably going to happen again at some point during this fight. We're only in the 4th round of a 10th-round fight, and there's already been 2, you know, very dangerous headbutts.
10 seconds.
So, you know, Santa Cruz is probably looking to take this guy out if he possibly can.
Yeah, and what he needs to take him out with is an overhand right.
But they go to 5 now. You've got to get through round 4. And it would have been a shame. It's not happening. It would have been a shame if, for some reason, it didn't go the 4, and then you have a no contest. Lennox, we don't want that.
No, we want the full fight.
Santa Cruz, again, he looks in terrific shape. He's boxing beautifully. Again, he's 33. It's something to be aware of. especially at featherweight. Lennox, I mentioned earlier in the night, when you were 33, you were fighting Evander Holyfield. You got that, the controversial draw on that fight. But then 34, you beat Evander. But you're a heavyweight. 126, usually you don't age the same way.
No, we don't. We don't.
We have something from Heidi Androl right now. Heidi?
Yeah, thanks, Brian. I saw Keenan Carbajal shake his arm while he was in the corner, and I saw his trainer, Danny, attending to that arm. It's his left arm, and he told me that Keenan came to the corner and said he can't feel it. That has never been an issue for him in the past. It's something to keep your eye on, Brian.
All right, Heidi, thank you. As we say that, he's throwing a pretty nice hook and an uppercut.
Yeah,
left arm looks pretty, he's feeling it now. Leo felt it.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was a nice little left uppercut, left hook. He's using it. He was throwing both
That's his
hands.
best shot of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a situation when you're in a fight, you have to use it.
Didn't you have that with Areola? Joe, am I imagining that?
Yeah.
With his shoulder, something was wrong?
And he ended up having...
you wouldn't talk about it because you didn't want it to get out, right?
Right. Yeah. But, Chris didn't want him to get out, and I don't want to cross Chris.
Right. But it got out. I mean, we're after the fight now.
Yeah,
this was
of course.
Ruiz Areola, right?
Yeah, and he had some PRP done, on the shoulder, and some stem cell. Went to Florida to get it done, and feels entirely much better. He's really happy with it.
Just saying, you've dealt with a fighter comes back says, I can't feel my arm. I think, what? This is not good news. You've got two.
Yeah.
We need both.
What would you do at that point, Joe?
Well, if somebody says I can't feel it, well, it depends. I mean, there could be various reasons for it. It could be short-lived. It could have been a tweak. It could be something serious.
This combination, beautiful shot there by Carbajal, going to the body with the hook. And now nice short chopping punches from Keenan Carbajal. Santa Cruz answers back.
Yeah, he's getting comfortable in there, Carbajal.
Those are nice tight punches and combinations from Carbajal. Final 30 seconds, round 5. So this was a decent round from Carbajal, even dealing with the eye from Santa Cruz and the cuts. That doesn't make a difference here. Carbajal with a nice comeback round, even after he complained about his shoulder or his arm.
Yeah, Santa Cruz hit him low, and they have mutual respect for each other.
We're going to go to the corner and listen in to the corner of Keenan Carbajal, see what they're saying.
So depending on the angle of the punch.
Right, rotator cuff, something like that.
It can hurt you when you throw certain punches and not others.
Round 6, Leo Santa Cruz in the blue. World champion at 126 pounds. This is over that weight. He wanted to come back for one fight and then get back to defending that belt. Keenan Carbajal in the white trunks. Again, a pretty decent round last time around. He's getting outlanded.
We're going to show a little replay of it, right here. So he looks at it, a little expletive to himself, and then takes a look at his arm and walks back. So he's feeling it.
Something has happened, obviously. Something has happened. He's not feeling 100%. That's got to be very disappointing for him. He gets really the fight of a lifetime here against a world champion. And wants to fight well, and he's clearly involved in the fight. Would love to win the fight. That's limiting him, but it's not taking him out completely. Wincing in pain, possibly. Seems to be. And now the activity rate has gone down for Carbajal.
Well, from the outside, it probably hurts to jab. I think he's done his best work when he's nose to nose with Leo Santa Cruz.
Right hand landed there by Santa Cruz as he does his signature right hand wiggle. I don't know why he does that, Lennox, but he does. There it is.
Yeah.
It's just got it's a little shake.
Yeah, let me tell you, I thought he hurt his hand, and I said, nah, he couldn't have hurt his hand. I didn't see a shot where he did hurt his hand.
No, that's what he does.
He does that. He drops his hands, he shakes him, he shakes that right hand. He's got a number of quirky things that he does. Seems to work.
I haven't seen that jab by Carbajal for a minute.
0 jabs this round, Lennox, you are correct. As he goes to the body with power shots with the left hand. He's able to throw a hook, he's able to uppercut, but extending that left arm for a jab seems to be painful. Let's go to Larry Hazard. Larry, how do you have it scored so far?
Oh, well, Carbajal is comfortably ahead right now.
You mean Santa Cruz?
Santa Cruz, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
49-45. He's comfortably ahead. you know, Carbajal, he's a little bit in on it.
Son's wrong.
The referee wants the doctor to look at the eye again.
It was a piece of skin that came loose, but yeah.
I saw it and it came out.
Yeah.
Look up. Ready to go?
Okay, neutral corner.
You know, asking Leo Santa Cruz, are you good to go?
Yeah.
It's like asking Evander Holyfield, are you good to go? Yes. Yes, I'm good. But Robert Hoyle, referee, again, you heard him say clearly, so a little skin come loose. Right, so good job bringing him over to the doctor. We can't see it from where we are, but you see it up close. As they get into a pitched battle now with 30 seconds to go in the 6th round. Carbajal making his stand. Santa Cruz doesn't want it to go to the scorecards just yet. Uppercuts from Santa Cruz. Close quarters, he likes this, even with those long arms. Loves to fight on the inside. Relishes the combat. Tomorrow, here in Las Vegas, as here tonight, Mandalay Bay, Leo Santa Cruz, Keenan Carbajal, round 7. I think it was Evander Holyfield and Bert Cooper, where the doctor came over to Evander and said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "Can you continue?" And Evander looked at him, Lennox, like, what do you even, I don't even know those words, what they mean. What are you talking about? Can I continue? No. And that's the sense I got with Santa Cruz. Can you go? Can I go? Yes.
I boxed on that card, by the way.
Did you?
Tyrell Biggs.
Oh. I don't have to ask how you did.
Okay.
You did okay.
He beat me in the Olympics in 3 rounds. I beat him in the pros in 3 rounds.
You stopped him at 3.
Yeah.
Good job, Lennox. You on that undercard?
Yes.
You weren't the Lion just yet then.
No.
What year was that? What year was that?
91? Is that 91? 93?
You're gonna have to look that up.
Oh.
Santa Cruz pressing forward with the right hand to the body. As I say, it's great to see warriors in action. And Leo Santa Cruz, the reason he gets that level of respect from this crowd, you heard the applause when he was introduced, because he gives such a tremendous effort time after time, never looking for the easy way out. Right hand lands and then a hook to the body.
And he had those great wars that gave the fans such thrills, you know, with Abner Mares too.
Abner Mares, Carl Frampton, both fights were terrific. All action.
Yeah, Santa Cruz, he's just able to find a home for anything he throws. He rarely misses punches. You know, if he throws it, they're going to land somewhere. You know, he's very accurate in that respect.
Yeah, you can see that for sure.
And he makes it effortless, to tell you the truth, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a natural thing for him. Just body, head, continuum.
Yeah. There's a lot of body to reach for there with Carbajal. You see the punches landed there, as it's pretty even right now. It's dead even here in the 7th, but you see round by round, 21-9, 22-11, 25-12. That's wide. That's easy pickings. Carbajal's not outlanded him in any single round.
Man.
This one is relatively close. Main event is coming up next. The return of Keith Thurman, taking on Mario Barrios.
Well, I see Carbajal's not even throwing that left hand really right now.
No, he's not.
He's just trying to push him away, and he's starting to use the right hand a lot more. So that is probably bothering him.
Yeah, Santa Cruz's work rate is outdoing him. Almost double to 1 right now.
You know, Carbajal did throw a jab out there, Joe, to your point, but I think it was more like kind of a, now just like he threw a jab and he tried to, but it's not sharp, it's not hard. It's kind of a blinder, which can work. Be nice to see the big fellas get after it. By the way, it'd be nice to see Deontay Wilder back at it. There seems to be some fights out there for Deontay. That was a terrific performance against Fury, even in a loss.
Oh,
you got to give his trainer, Malik Scott, a lot of credit, because, you know, that fight was competitive, was back
Came in with a game plan and he executed it.
Exactly. I really enjoyed that fight, and you know, look, it could have gone either way at a certain point in that fight.
Right? Dropped him twice. He got dropped 3 times, but he dropped Fury twice.
Oh, it was definitely an exciting fight.
Quite a difference from the from 2.
Yeah. Round 8 here. Leo Santa Cruz is 33 years old, but he's boxing effectively against Keenan Carbajal, who could be injured, seemingly, with his left arm unable to use his jab very effectively. Jabs thrown even so far in this fight. Wow, he's landed one jab officially. Keenan Carbajal, one. Is that possible? He's thrown 175. He's landed one. So that's like the best defense in the history of the sport.
Well, how do you define landed at this point? You know,
well, they're counting them. I'm stunned by the ratio.
Right. Did he land it on the glove? Did he land it? You know,
landed in the scoring area. That's all it is. He's landed. And now two at 179.
Oh, looks like we got somebody to press a button.
You put the pressure on him, Joe. There's I better get another jab in here. It's not how it works. There's a jab that lands. That's 3 right now. That just when it shakes the hair, the blonde hair on Santa Cruz.
Right.
Then you can tell. That is a reason to get your hair cut too, because when you get hit, your hair goes flying. Don't make it easy on the judges. Nice head work there, head movement from Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz does that so well. He works the jab up high and then sneaks a straight right hand into the belly. He does it quite often. Just that left hook, it looks effortless. See that straight right hand right to the belly, and then the left hook right after it. So good. Then he chops a right hand around to the side. He keeps mixing up where he's going to put the right and left hand. So, you're always guessing with your elbows and your forearms where the heck these punches are going to go and where they're coming from and where they're going.
Combination there by Santa Cruz. Carbajal able to block some of that. By the way, Holyfield Cooper and Lewis Biggs, November 23rd, 1991 in Atlanta.
There you go.
What month was that, Brian?
November 23rd.
So that was a few months after you knocked out Mike Weaver.
Yeah.
So you knocked him out in the summer of '91, because I announced that.
I was pretty busy back then.
Yeah, you were an up-and-comer. And I was the first one to predict that you were going to be heavyweight champion for a long, long time, was I not?
No, you were the second one.
Thank you, Leonard.
You were the first.
Thank you. I'm sure Joe
My coach Arnie Beam told me I was going to be world champion when I was young.
Did he say you were going to be champion
17.
for a long, long time? And did he say it on the air?
10 seconds.
Joe, second place is a good finish.
Never.
If you're not first, you're last. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Main event is next. Keith, tremendous work there by Davis.
Round 9.
Got the win that night. Barrios comes back, and again, no tune-up for Mario Barrios. He said he got the call. They said, how about Keith Thurman? He thought, wow, what an opportunity.
Yeah.
And he took it.
Of course. Real fighters are always going to take up the challenge.
There's Barrios right there. Well, look, it's a great career opportunity too, Joe.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you say, hey, there's a name on the resume. Right there, I'm moving up to welterweight because he said he had trouble making weight. So he's going to move up to 47. We know how tough the top 10 is. So if you get a chance to fight a guy that was the champ, hasn't fought in 2 years, the risk-reward makes sense.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
And yet, you still got to fight the guy.
Yeah.
And that's still Keith Thurman. Round 9 here, Leo Santa Cruz doing the work against Keenan Carbajal. And there is Keith Thurman coming back in his dressing room. Again, a guy who was a pleasure to watch. There's a reason he was a TV star, much like our own Sean Porter. There's a reason they were so popular and got so many fans. It was a short period of time for Thurman, but when he was on top, very pleasing to watch. Hard-hitting welterweight.
Yeah, and he showed that he has a lot of skill
and charisma.
A lot of different things.
Just deals with force, throws hard.
And he's very patient in the ring too. I love his patience.
I don't want to see patience. I want to see mayhem. Like you versus Tyrell Biggs. Right?
Yeah, that was mayhem.
Mayhem. Here Leo Santa Cruz starting to throw his hands hard again. Moves Carbajal back. Right hand to the head and another.
Santa Cruz landed a good left hook. That's what started that off. And he wobbled Carbajal with it.
Good right hand to the body too, Joe. Santa Cruz able to throw everything. Hook to the right on the belt line. 5 Final minute of round 9. Carbajal has taken a pretty good beating. Again, he could be injured. Seems like that left hand is not the same. He's not able to throw a jab.
Although he just whipped it out there pretty good with that double hook.
Can throw hooks, no question. Good combination there by Santa Cruz, who's been bloodied by accidental headbutts. Those have not come from punches.
You know, Carvajal's a big kid. You know, he's a big 30-pounder. And I think when Leo drops back down to featherweight, the guys his own size, these punches will be putting them down.
Be very different,
yeah,
right?
It's going to be a lot different.
Yeah, Carvajal's a big kid. And look, at super featherweight, Shakur Stevenson, Jamal Herring, Chris Colbert, I think Santa Cruz would be better served being down at 126.
There's no doubt about it.
Right, I mean, there's a young wave that has invaded 130 that a man this size doesn't need to play with anymore.
No, he does not. Oh!
Right hand there by Carbajal at the end of the round.
Aquí viene. ¿Cómo te sientes? The bleeding already stopped. There's just a little bit of it. Aquí, abusado. Cuando estás adentro, pícale al pinche cuerpo y amárralo.
Start tying him up.
Good, man.
Work the body. Come on, this is the last round.
After he throws his combos, he tries to do like this and move and get air. Don't let him.
Not doing that shit.
I know. Tiene que dale.
You have to hit him hard this round.
No, muévete, cánsalo.
Move and get him
load
tired.
up to that motherfucking right hand.
Leo Santa Cruz, his hair is mussed, but he quite possibly has won every round in this fight.
That's why they're calling timeout. They got to fix the hair. Or maybe not.
They had too much ointment there as well, but they plastered it back. Final round, the return of Leo Santa Cruz after his second pro loss. Expected to move back down in weight at featherweight. He's still got one of the featherweight belts. Any fight he's in is exciting. This one has been pretty good. Hasn't been a barn burner, but it's been entertaining. As Santa Cruz will let his hands go, and he has thrown over 420 punches in this fight.
And it's safe to say Carbajal needs a knockout. I mean,
yeah.
It's the only way he's going to win this fight.
Look at that, body punches land. That's a career high, which is saying something in Leo Santa Cruz's career. Wow, 121 landed. Again, type of fighter he's fighting, guy full 5'10", that slender body, and easy to reach for Santa Cruz.
And his father would be happy because his father's been wanting to throw body punches the whole fight, so and he has been listening to his father.
Absolutely. Look, you know, we talked about it earlier at the beginning of this fight. Santa Cruz will find the openings, and he gets in close here to work the body. You know, that's his main thing. Like right there, you'll see that left hook and that right hand hitting the body every round continually. So this is what he does.
He's doing it like he's chopping down a tree. A big tree in front of him, he's chopping it down.
Well, it has to be frustrating for Carbajal if indeed he has suffered some sort of injury, but clearly he said he has had trouble jabbing in this fight because this was the opportunity of a lifetime here to get a shot at Santa Cruz off a loss.
Yeah, Carbajal's jab is not there. There's no power behind it. He's just really putting it out there. He's really focused on the hook.
Nice left uppercut from Carbajal right there. There are too few and far between.
Right hand landed to the body, and a hook then from Santa Cruz. Again, fighting at super featherweight for this fight. He says he'll get back down to 126. And look, any unification would be exciting at 126. Bunch of belt holders there. Santa Cruz is one. He hasn't defended it in quite a while, so he needs to defend that. Body shot again by Santa Cruz. Main event is next. Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios here at Mandalay Bay. Combinations from Santa Cruz. Carbajal doing enough just to stay in the fight, but unlikely he's winning many rounds, if any.
I haven't given him one round to be quite frank.
I think Larry had given him one earlier. That's about it.
10 seconds.
But this has been all Leo Santa Cruz. Again, the return of the world champion after a difficult loss in a great fight. Final seconds, Santa Cruz letting it go with Carbajal. And a good effort there and a good comeback by the future Hall of Famer. The happy warrior once again, and give credit to Carbajal, who said Santa Cruz was a future Hall of Famer when he was going in. Goes the distance, perhaps he is injured. Seems like something did happen to him. Santa Cruz, despite getting cut up from accidental clash of heads, able to keep the motor running throughout this entire fight. Which is saying something. 138-14 in body punches in favor of Leo Santa Cruz.
Well, fans, after 10 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. All three judges scored about the same, 100-90. All three in favor of the winner, Leo El Terremoto Santa Cruz.
It's great to see Leo Santa Cruz back in the ring. It's great to see him doing his work.